Okay, we're rolling? Awesome. Hey everyone, here Brandon from Aputure, and we are here at Cine Gear LA 2023 with a lot of new exciting announcements. Everyone's been asking us about some new products for a little while now, and we've been holding our tongue to try and get some of these new products out to the show floor today. And here we have some super new exciting prototypes. These are prototypes, so they're not releasing just yet, but let's get right into it, because here we have the introduction of a brand new product line from Aputure that is the Electro Storm lights. These are point source lights that are dual mount. That means they have two mounts, not just a Bowens mount, but an Aputure A Mount as well, and that brings us a lot of exciting accessories that we have right here at the show floor. So behind me I have the Electro Storm CS15, that is color, high spectrum, and 1500 watts. And over here I have the XT26, that is crossfade, that means bicolor, T standing for tint control, and yes, 2600 watts of output. So we have two super powerful, super exciting lights to show to you guys today. These are going to be available probably around Q4, early Q4 is what we're pushing for. So let's get into these guys. So right here we have the CS15. This is a super heavy duty ballast with a super heavy duty light. Both of these lights are IP65. They're super powerful, it's super durable, and they also have, like we said, the new Aputure A Mount, electronic A Mount. That means that we can use new systems and new accessories with these guys, including a whole set of new reflectors, these A Mount reflectors right here, which are super optimized for the high output chipsets that they have, as well as the F14 Fresnel, which you see on the CS15 over there. That is an electronic motorized Fresnel. That means this Fresnel can spot and flood between 18 degrees to 45 degrees, all electronically. That means there is a motor inside the Fresnel, which can be adjusted via the control knob on the side, adjusted straight from the control box, or of course, adjusted over something like DMX. So that's one of the benefits of the new A Mount, but the other benefit of the A Mount is the ability to optimize the light quality with each of these fixtures. So you can see on the contact points on the back of the A Mount, and the back of the accessories, each reflector, each Fresnel communicates with the light independently, so it tells them, hey, I have the wide reflector on, I have the medium reflector on, I have the spotted reflector on, or I have the F14 Fresnel on. And accordingly, that means it can adjust the output, adjust the color quality, and adjust the color temperature of the lights accordingly. On the CS15, you're going to be able to get a super accurate white point. When you're using any of these reflectors or Fresnels, it'll change the optics and the output accordingly. And on the XT26, you're going to get a similar shift, just not as accurate as the CS15 because it does have that multicolored chipset, that full color control. You're going to get a little more functionality there. But that is another one of the benefits of the new A Mount. And of course, we're not leaving everyone behind. You still have Bowens Mount. So if you still want to use stuff like your Light Dome 150, your super soft, large modifiers, you're still going to be able to use that as well. Now, in addition to the light, the control boxes are, of course, IP65, and you have this heavy-duty cable that comes with it. Each light is going to come with a 7.5 meter or about a 25-foot cable. But with these new lights, you're also going to be able to upgrade to a 15-meter cable separately, which is about 46 or 50 feet. So you're going to be able to get a little bit longer of a range with these guys as well. And on top of these control boxes, you're going to have all the connectivity you could possibly need. USB, DMX, in and out, LAN, Ethernet, in and two Ethernet ports. You also have two DC input ports, and of course this heavy-duty AC input right here as well. So this CS15 is going to come with a 20 amp cable in the US, and you can also buy an indoor cable separately. It's going to be a 15 amp cable that's going to be able to automatically limit the power of the CS15. And likewise, the same thing with the XT26. It's going to come in the States with a 60 amp Bates cable as a standard, and of course you're going to be able to buy a separate cable that allows you to automatically limit it to the household plug. So it'll decrease the output accordingly, but it allows you to use it indoors, so you don't have to you can adapt your light to any situation. Now, another thing you might have noticed on top of the motorized Fresnel is also the motorized bracket on the side of the CS15. Both of these lights can take the same yoke, but both of them can also take the same motorized yoke. So you can just swap those out because the yoke is removable. This electronic bracket, this electronic yoke, is going to be able to adjust the pan and tilt remotely from the control box or from something like DMX or Sidus Link in the future as well. It can pan and tilt with about 360 360 degrees of pan in about 8 seconds and 270 degrees of tilt in about 10 seconds. So you're going to be able to do all that remotely. Or, of course, if you want to use everything, keep the profile more compact, you can use, of course, the standard manual yoke that comes with each of these guys. The CS15 is a super bright fixture that can be powered on a household amp outlet because it runs up to about 1,800 watts with just the light only. And you're going to be able to get that 1,800 watts of output, meaning, yes, this guy is very equivalent to industry standard 1.8K HMIs. Now, this guy, the XT26, especially with this narrow beam angle reflector, you're going to get really, really close to the industry standard 4K HMIs or the T12 tungstens when you're at that 5600 Kelvin daylight. You're going to get a ton of punch and a lot of output out of the XT26. And of course, like I said, with green magenta tint control, between 3000 Kelvin and 6000 Kelvin, you're going to get about plus or minus 0.50 DUV of green magenta shift with the XT26. And of course, you get a lot more green magenta shift with a full color fixture like the CS15. So both these guys are super exciting. They have a lot of functionality and they're really, really built for the professionals. These guys are big, but they also come with a hand truck that can that these guys can quickly lock into as well with a little V-mount style lock on the back of the control boxes. So there's a lot of stuff going on here. These guys are super, super heavy duty, super, super powerful, and super, super exciting. And they are, of course, the new products from the Electrostrong lineup, the CS15 and the XT26 right here. I also wanted to mention real quick, the CS15 uses our dual blue high SSI chipset like we use in the Amaran 200XS. So that means the CS15 is one of the highest SSI fixtures on the market. It has an SSI of 86 in D56 and a tungsten SSI of 89. So super, super high quality SSI. And if you want to see more of this type of content, you can of course follow Walter online. He's coming by and interviewed me at every single major show I've been to. So if you want to see all the latest information, be sure to follow him right here.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
Always money.
Yeah. We also have the Spotlight MAX.
Yes, there.
Okay, awesome. So also here at Cine Year LA 2023, we're also showing off publicly, globally for the first time, the new Spotlight MAX. We've been talking about this for a very, very long time, and we finally have it here. This is a new Spotlight that is optimized for our higher output LEDs. So different from the Spotlight Mount, which is good with some of our lights up to about 600 watts, the Spotlight MAX is good for our lights from 600 watts and up. So it means something like the 600C Pro, the 600D Pro, the 1200D Pro, or even the new lights we talked about from the Electrostorm series, the CS15 and the XT26. These guys are going to be super, super good to use with this new projection mount right here. So the Spotlight MAX is available in 3 different lenses, a 19-degree lens, a 36-degree lens, or a 50-degree lens. But you'll notice also at the show right here, we have a variety of other lenses. These are ETC Source 4 lenses, and that's because we have an adapter for these lenses. So if you have a beam angle that you want to use that we do not manufacture ourselves, like 10 degrees, 70 degrees, 90 degrees, 5 degrees, 14 degrees, you can grab an existing ETC tungsten lens and modify it and adapt it to the Spotlight MAX with just this simple adapter collar right here. Now, the Spotlight MAX also has removable yokes, so you can adjust the balance of this guy if you need, but this guy is super durable, super heavy duty, and it also comes with a whole slew of new features. In addition to, of course, the 4-sided shutters, of course, the adjustable focus, you also have a new gobo holder. So I'm gonna get this out real quick. This new gobo holder is let me move around to this camera over here. This guy is really hot, so I'm burning my fingers a little bit, but this new gobo holder is an A and B size gobo holder that can rotate. So I'm gonna put this guy back inside, but if Walter gets this footage right here, you can slot this guy inside the Ooh, that was hot.
So can you do cool? Oh,
yes,
okay.
so with the gear on the side right here, you can adjust the rotation of the gobo. So this solves the problem of not being able to rotate your gobo perfectly when you're inside when the gobo's inside the fixture. You can rotate whether it's an A-size gobo or a B-size gobo. We have an adapter for each, and basically just slop inside the retaining ring. You also have a double layer iris that is sold separately that you can add in for this Spotlight MAX here as well, and this ETC lens adapter is also sold separately. This guy is going to be a boon for projection for high output LEDs, and especially with the ETC adapter, you're going to be able to throw on things like a 10-degree lens or a 5-degree lens right onto this guy and be able to use it with things like the CRLS reflector system. So this is the new Spotlight MAX. It's made for our high output LEDs, or large chipset LEDs like the 600C Pro and the 1200D Pro. So definitely, if you want to use these lights with a projection mount, the Spotlight MAX is the way to go. Oh yeah, I mean, if you want, you can grab a little bit of this, but it's just the bubble diffuser for the MCA Pro. We didn't show it off at any other trade shows. Okay, might as well get it. So here we have the MC Pro Bubble Diffuser. It's just this nice little accessory for the MC Pro that gives you a round diffusion for everything right here. You can just slap it on right here quickly with the magnets. And also on the back of it, it comes with this little bracket that allows you to move where the quarter 20 mounting is. So you can attach it to the back right here, attach it to the bottom, or use an area locating pin right here. So whether you're using a friction arm, whether you're using a baby pin, you're gonna be able to really easily maneuver this guy, especially when you're using it as an eye-light or an in-camera practical. Awesome, thanks man.
Good job, thank you.
Okay.
Always a pleasure.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.